We're going to take a moment just to catch our breath. Taking a nice breath in and out, just sigh all the tension out of your body. So inhaling and letting the shoulders fall. Really take a moment just to let the belly soften. Think about really taking a full exhalation so that your inhales are a little bit more full. And then you're going to slowly take your chest and lift the breastbone up towards the ceiling to arc back as you inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to drape your belly over your thighs to release your head or forehead to the floor. Rolling back up through the waistline and all the way up through your spine. Inhale, lift your heart up to the ceiling, so mini back bend to start. Bringing the belly over your thighs, exhale. Release your neck and roll up. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling, lifting the heart, chest up to the ceiling. Exhale, bowing forward. Releasing the neck at the end, roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. And then again, if you need your belt, or without the belt, you can take the hands behind your back, lace the fingers together. If you have your belt, you're holding it with the palms facing you. Wrap your shoulder blades together, and really take your time now to breathe into the collarbones, breastbone, high rib cage area. Let's do a good 3 to 4 breaths here, taking your time. And remember that while you're breathing here, you want to fully exhale again so that the next inhale is a little fuller. And you're thinking about the base of the ribs here around the solar plexus area, right above the stomach, that inhale and open like doors or curtains, and exhale, they close. Looking for width and expansion around the base of the ribs so you can get a little bit more lift and opening or width across your clavicles. Exhaling to deflate. And one more. And then unlace your hands slowly. Put your belt on by your side and walk your hands forward so that you're on all fours, ready for cat-cow. So hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Line up your feet so that they're parallel behind you. Transfer your weight evenly from front to back. And then as you take an inhale, just slowly rounding the back, tuck your tail, tuck your head in, press your hands into the floor. And as you exhale, release the tail up, chest comes through the arms and open the throat, look up. Inhale, tuck that tail, round the back. Imagine you're inflating your back with air. And as you exhale, releasing back, shoulders roll back, push up through your arms. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. Exhale. This time as you breathe in and round, slide the right knee in towards your nose. Bringing the forehead towards your knee, and then releasing, keeping that leg bent. Lift the foot all the way up to the ceiling, lifting the head, the chest forward. Imagine you want to bring your head to your toe to your head. And then going again. Inhale, pull it all in, lift up and scoop through the belly. And then exhale. Release and roll those shoulders back. And again, 2 more. Inhale, pull tight, tight, tight. Get your core contracted so that you get a really beautiful release as you open. Last one. Inhale, pull, push into your hands. Exhale. And then as you inhale, bring the knee back to the floor with control. So bring your spine to neutral. Catch your breath for the next round on the other side. So breathing in, tuck in as a ball. Bring the left knee towards your nose, nose to knee. Exhale, bring the foot up, chest up. And again, inhale, pull. Really releasing that neck as you curl into that ball. Opening up. Try and lift the leg as high as you can, as long as you get no pinch in your lower back. Last one. In. And out. Slowly inhale, bringing that knee to the floor. You're going to place the left hand right under your shoulder, push into it to lift up out of that shoulder. Bring the right hand now to your chest, and we're going to turn the chest, turn the ribs towards the right. So you're opening up. If you can, open the arm up to the sky. Take a nice inhale. Push. Exhale. Open, spread your wings, push the floor away. And then taking that right arm as you exhale underneath the left so that you're opening up now between your shoulder blades. You can rest your forehead on the floor. Inhaling, press into the left hand, turn the chest more to the ceiling to the left. And then slowly exhale, come back to do it on the other side. So now right hand presses into the floor, lift up out of the shoulder. Turn your chest, turn your ribs, open up the chest to the sky, and if you can, take that arm up as high as you can. This is my limit, so instead I'm going to take my arm back. What you want really is your arm to go vertical above the bottom one. Inhaling, open, push the floor away, spread your wings. And then exhale, left arm goes under the right to twist. You want again to try and get the shoulder blades pulling apart against your upper back. Rest your head on the floor. Inhale, press into your right hand, turn your ribs a little more to the ceiling. And exhale, slowly come back with the hands underneath your shoulders. Now you're going to bring that right knee into your nose again, round your back, tuck in the head, and then scoop that right foot forward so you're in a low lunge. Slowly now walk up, bringing the hands up towards the ceiling. Try here to pull the tail down, front of the pelvis up, inhaling, circling the arms back, exhaling. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, reach, pull up out of the waist, exhale. And again, up. Exhale. Now we reach up to hold, breathing in. As you exhale, transfer your weight forward into your hip to open up the psoas on the left. Keep pulling up out of the lower back and waist. If you can, look up, as long as it doesn't hurt your neck. And then press into the right foot, push back and up through your leg, to release the hands down to the floor. Sliding that leg back. Take that leg long behind you. Push the heel back. Zip the belly up and in. Push the floor away. Separate your shoulder blades. And now see if you can just pick up that left leg parallel to the right for plank. Now we're going to inhale here. Pull the hands towards your feet and the feet towards your hands to scoop up through the core. And then inhale, push the chest forward, and slowly open up the spine, hips towards the floor. If this is too much, put your knees on the floor and do the same thing. Pull hands to knees, knees to hands to pull up through your core, and then slowly roll the chest forward and bring the pelvis towards the mat. Again, inhale, exhale, and keep going. Last one. Sorry, we keep getting phone calls this morning for some reason. And then slowly put the knees down, come back to your all fours, round the back, and then slowly back to center. So we're going to go now left leg forward. So pull the left knee to your nose, nose to knee. Scoop that left foot up. Walk yourself up. Tail goes down. Pull the front of the belly up and in. Reaching the hands forward. Up, inhale. Exhale, circle, open up the heart, back bend a little bit. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lift the heart up to the sky. One more, up. Exhale. Now up to hold. exhale with the abdominals pulling in, lean the pelvis forward to open up the hip flexors, psoas on the right. Reach up and back. If you think you can look up without kinking your neck, go for it. Breathing fully. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Push into the left foot, come up. To exhale, bring the arms down. Bringing that left leg back long behind you. Push the heel back. Press the hands into the floor, pull the shoulder blades apart. Scoop up the belly, support the back, and then right leg long to plank or kneeling plank, your choice. Pulling the hands to feet, feet to hands. Pull in through your core. Release, chest goes forward. Pull the pelvis towards the floor. Inhale, shoulders roll back. Exhale. And release. And one more. And release. Slowly put the knees down, come back to all fours, round the back. Now we're going to work into the shoulders a little bit. With your hands underneath your shoulders, you're going to spread your fingers and press the knuckles under the palms into the mat, finger pads into the mat. So now we're going to try and bring our chest between our hands like a push-up. What I want you to focus on is wrapping those elbows in and under. So let's practice that for a moment. Just bend the elbows out to the side. Wrap them inwards towards each other to squeeze the armpits in. And then slowly transfer your weight forward, chest between the hands. Pull up through the belly, support the back. Press the palms and lift back up. So we're going to try that again. Down, elbows wide. Wrap everything in. Scoop up through your core. Squeeze your armpits tight. Keep everything tight as you lean forward. And press up. So keep going. So your challenge really is to come in so that the elbows are sliding against your ribs and you squeezing your shoulder blades together, which really opens up the heart area here. So aim your chest to the floor for 2 more. Remember, for those of you who are stronger, you can try doing this more in a kneeling plank shape. So you're here. Always pulling up through your core. Last one. And then from here, come to your elbows onto the mat. And you're going to bring your slowly knees off the floor. So you're pushing the heels away. Scoop up the belly, bring the elbows to the knees, knees to your elbows. Press forward. Hips to the floor, chest up. This is tougher than before. Scoop up the belly. Slowly come down. Remember, you can do this on your knees. Scoop up, knees stay on the floor, and then roll the chest forward. Pull the shoulders back, lift. Last one, scoop up the belly, and then stay in your sphinx position. So you're now elbows staying under the shoulders, hips are on the floor, palms and forearms are parallel to each other. Pull the shoulders back and stay here and open up the chest. While you're here, I really want you to imagine that you're sliding the length between your pubic bone and breastbone along the mat and away from each other. Pull the rib cage like a 3-dimensional barrel forwards and up in that sphinx position. One more breath with that intention of lift and length. And then slowly come down, slide your elbows apart, rest your forehead on the mat. Now here we're going to lace the hands together behind the back again. If you can't, please take your belt and hold it palms facing you. If not, lace the hands, lengthen the legs, press the pelvis gently into the floor, and now squeeze those shoulder blades together, lengthening through the back of your neck, and you're reaching your tail towards your heels. Breathe in, breathe out. Now I don't want you to come up too high here. We're not aiming for a big back bend. We're really aiming to wrap the shoulder blades in and back. The arm bones roll back in external rotation. Look for that rather than height. Keeping the toes on the floor for beginners. More advanced, you can get into the crease of your bum and raise the legs, holding your length. Again, the focus is in the upper back. Opening the shoulder blades back, the chest in the front. Last breath. To slowly come down, turning the head, unlace the hands, and release. And catch your breath here. Well done. So bringing the hands underneath your shoulders or by the base of the ribs, scoop up the belly, lift the chest, pull up through your belly. Press into the hands and come up to all fours. Back to the kneeling position. Again, if the kneeling position was too much for the knees, you can put pillows under the knees or between the knees and the calves for protection. So one more time, lifting the chest up, hands on your thighs, back bend. See if your back bend is a little freer this time. Exhale, bowing forward, belly over the thighs. Release the neck. Roll up. And slowly now take your belt, or again, we're lacing the hands behind the back. This time, once more, see if you can get the palms touching if you're able to get your hands laced. With the palms touching, it's a little tougher to wrap those shoulder blades together. And now you're aiming your knuckles towards the floor. If you have your belt, you're doing the same thing. Inhale. Exhale. Open the doors here around the solar plexus with your inhale. Exhale. One more. Little more reaching back with the knuckles towards your toes. And then exhale, slowly release. Unlace the hands carefully. So now you're going to take your right elbow over your left, so left underneath, and see if you can go and wrap your arms together. If you can't, just aim the back of your hands towards each other. With this now, support your lower back by sending the tail down, and we're going to go and lift those elbows away and up, lifting up the front of the ribs with it, and as you exhale, dive down, pull those elbows in to your solar plexus and tuck the head in. Inhaling, reaching away and up, open up. Exhaling, pull it in. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, pull it in. Now we're going to do a little rotation. So inhale, lift up. Turn to your left. As you exhale, now come down on the left. Back to center to roll up. Going again, inhale, lift. Turn to your left. Come down on the left. Back to center. Inhale, one more lift. Turn to the left. Come down on the left. Back to center to come to neutral spine. We open the arms out to then cross the other way. Right arm under, left on top. Now for me, this is my limit on this side, so I'm going to squeeze my back of the hands towards each other as much as I can. We go up, inhale, lift. Exhale, straight down. Curl into a ball. Tuck that head in. Inhale, lift. Up out of the low back. Exhale. One more. On the next one, we add the rotation now to the right. So inhaling, reach up. Turn to your right. Exhale, pull down. And rotate back to center to come up. Inhale, lift. Ooh, I got my thumbs hooked here. This is an improvement for me. And one more. Inhale, lift up. Turn to the right, come down. Back to center to come to neutral. Unwind the hands, open out your wings here to then slowly release the arms. Good. Walking the hands forward on the mat, back to all fours. So now we're going to take that right knee again into the nose, rounding the back. Inhaling, pushing the hands into the floor, tuck the head in. Exhaling, bringing the leg now up to the ceiling and back of the head towards the foot, foot towards the back of the head. We're now going to slowly hold this position, and you're going to take that leg over to the left. So bring your right foot to the left to open the hip psoas area, because because psoas is literally fascially attached to your diaphragm, solar plexus area, and we want to release that whole chain. So inhaling, open. Exhaling, keep reaching your heart forward through your arms. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Reaching the leg long, place it on the floor, push the heel back. You're now pushing left hand into the floor. Right hand comes off, turn. You can turn the bottom leg for more stability and open up now, chest to the sky, arm to the sky if you can. Push the floor away and take as much space as you can. Inhale, spread your wings. If you can get that heart more facing the sky, go for it. And one more breath. And then taking that right arm all the way up over your head, stretch as far as you can. So you're now pushing the right heel into the floor and the right hand away from each other. Lengthen, start to push the pelvis forward. And then slowly circling that arm down, bring yourself to square and slide that leg in. Just do 1 or 2 cat-cows here, rounding the back. Then go into knee to nose on the left side. So hands come to the floor, press into them, bring that knee in, head in, inhale. Exhale, bringing that leg all the way up as if you want to touch the back of your head with your toes. Keeping that there, open up the hip, turning the toes to the right. Come back, exhale. Inhale, open, lift the knee up. Exhale, close, always pushing the heart forward through your arms. One more. Lengthening the leg, push the heel away. Bringing the toes to the floor, reach the heel back. You're going to now turn that heel down. Press the right arm into the floor so you're lifting up out of that shoulder. Again, you can turn the bottom leg for stability and now turning the chest towards the sky to the left. I'm going to turn around so you can see me. Again, if you can spread the wings here, go for it. Inhale. Exhale. Look for more barrel rotating. In. And out to then inhale. Wrap that arm all the way up. Over the head. Push the left heel and left hand away from each other. See if you can get more lift of those ribs to the sky. Push up through your right arm. To then slowly circle the arm to the floor. And square yourself with the pelvis, bringing that knee in. Rounding the back and slowly release. So we're going to go into those little push-ups that we practiced before because we want to really open the shoulders to help open up the solar plexus. So again, choose all fours or kneeling. You can even do this in full plank position. We're bending the elbows wide, wrapping them in. Squeeze your armpits, bring the chest between your hands to press up. Scooping the belly up as you go. Wrap the elbows in, forward and down. Press. Remember here, you really want the whole palm and finger pads pressing into the mat. Inhale up. Exhale down. Squeeze your armpits together. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Pull your elbows and shoulders back. Press up. One last time. Shoulder blades, squeeze, 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 press up. Now we're going to go into our full plank. So scoop up the belly, left leg long, push the heel away. From here, lift up the belly even more, pull up the right leg. Now pull hands towards feet, feet towards hands. Inhale, exhale, push the chest forward and heels back, slowly bringing the pelvis towards the floor, lift the heart up. Exhale, pull everything in. Sorry, that was an inhale. Exhale, everything down. One more, pull it all in. Exhale, down. Pull it in, put the knees on the floor. Bring one elbow down at a time. Open up the forearms, press them into the floor to separate the shoulder blades. We're going to go now again into a slow contraction for your core to then open it up. So scoop the belly up. Press back through your heels to get the knees off the floor if you can, otherwise knees stay down. You're pulling everything inward, so shoulders back, abs up. slowly release, pelvis to the floor, chest up, so sphinx. One more again, pull everything in, and then let it go. Releasing the feet behind you, pull the shoulders back, lift the chest, and try and look for that length again between pubic bone to breastbone. Inhale. Exhale. Think of pulling the mat towards you to drag the rib cage forward. Slowly coming down, spread your elbows and rest the head down on your hands. Good. So now bringing the hands underneath your shoulders or by the base of the rib cage, you're going to really wrap those elbows in towards each other. Squeeze the shoulder blades together so armpits squeezed in, and slide the breastbone forward as much as you can. Your legs are active, so your knees are off the floor, toes can stay on the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, pump the breastbone up. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, pump the breastbone up. Press into your hands, see if you can come a little higher, keeping your pelvis on the floor. So careful not to go into compression here in your low back. You're always trying to pull forward and up out of the lower back. Wrap those elbows in. Squeeze the shoulder blades, armpits together to get a little bit more expansion through your chest. One more inhale. And then exhale, coming down. See if you can lift those legs up. Now see if you can let go. Hold. Breathing in, bending the knees, and reach for your feet with your fingers, not literally touching them, but lift the knees. Get your glutes on. One more breath. And slowly down. Turning the head to release. Good job. So we're going to take a half bow. Your right hand comes on the floor in front of your head. Your left heel comes to your bum, and see if you can go grab it with your foot. You can grab the foot or the ankle. Sorry, I said grab it with your hand. Now, if you can't, you're taking your belt, wrapping it around, or a towel, and grabbing hold of that foot. If you have nothing, you're just reaching for the foot. Now you're going to slowly kick the left leg backwards into your hand to pull that chest open, shoulder back, to lift up here. Inhale, exhale. For those of you who have more freedom in the spine, press into your right hand, keep kicking back with the left leg, and come up as high as you can. Breathe in, breathe out. Use your left leg, kick. And then exhaling, bending the right arm, slowly come down. Bring that heel into your bum. Give a nice big squeeze to slowly release. So we're going to do it on the other side. Left hand forward, right hand reaching back towards the heel. Bring that heel to your bum. You can stay here, wrap a towel, or grab the foot or the ankle. Flexing the foot if you have your ankle. Press, kick back, lift in cobra. You can stay here, or again, you can kick further, push into the left hand, and come all the way up. Inhaling, opening the right side to the right. And exhale, bend the elbow, come down. Slowly with the head down, bring the heel into your bum, give a good squeeze, and slowly release. Good stuff. Hands come to the ribs, bottom ribs. Pull the chest forward, pull up through your core, knees into the floor, and come in child's pose. Well done. So we're coming to a high kneeling position this time. So if you need padding under your knees, you can take the top end of your mat and just fold it back so you're resting your knees on a padded portion of your mat. You're going to place your hands now behind your pelvis with the fingers pointing up. If you can't do this, you can just go and lace the hands again or hold your belt. More difficult, this is the position you want. So now your elbows are wrapping in towards each other a little more. You're going to descend that tailbone down and push the pubic bone forward. Take an inhale. Pick up the front of the rib cage and breastbone up to the ceiling, heart up. I want you to think as your hands push your pelvis down, you're picking your rib cage up. You're not trying to crink into a back bend, okay? The back bend happens naturally through the lift. If you have the capacity in the neck to look up, go for it. You're opening the throat, so chain from chin all the way down to pubic bone. Breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, bring the hips back, trunk to center, and slowly head last to sit down. Take a mini break. Good. Coming back up now slowly. If you feel a bit dizzy after that, that's okay. Just take a longer break if you need it. Sometimes the solar plexus is so congested that it actually, when you go into that back bend, it squeezes against the vena cava, which can stop the blood coming to your brain, right, or to your heart. So you need to just rebalance that for a moment. So now we're going to tuck that tail in and down. Front of the pelvis comes up. Firm up your core and just place your hands in front of you to seal the palms together, shoulders down. We're going to go and lean back to open up the quads and come to center. Exhale. Inhale. You're supporting your core, no back bend here. One more. To come to center, pause. Now taking the hands all the way back, wrap the fingertips together. You're now going to push the knuckles towards the calves, right? So sliding down, push the pelvis forward, lift the heart, lean back, inhale. Exhale. If this is too much, do the first version of just wrapping the shoulders back, lifting the heart only. If you have the capacity, you can let go of the hands, catch the feet, come back. One more. Again, slowly, pelvis first, trunk second, head last. Wait for everything to settle down. That can develop a lot of heat in the system when we work the solar plexus. Good. So from here, we're going back to all fours, taking the hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. You're going to now slowly go into that scorpion again, where we pull up, inhale, knee to nose, nose to knee. Exhale, reaching the leg back, up, chest up through your arms. Now let's stay here. Let's work the breath. Those of you more advanced, if you can, push into your right arm and take your left hand off the floor. Just make sure that shoulder is pulled back. Now, if you can, you're going to go and lengthen the leg and the arm. Scoop up the belly, support. Then go back to the back bend. Circle the left arm around to the back and reach for that right foot. If you can grab it, grab it. You're going to go and now kick back. Right leg up, opening the left chest, left shoulder. Breathe in, breathe out. Kick up. One more. And then lengthen the heel back. Wrap the arm around the head. Reach forward, scoop up the belly. To slowly bring the hand down, leg down. To round the back. And slowly come to neutral. So you see how we've layered everything today? So you can always take a step back from what we've done before if that was too much. Left knee into nose, nose to knee. Round the back. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the foot up to the ceiling as if you want to touch the back of the head. Taking the right hand now off the floor. You're pushing up out of the left. Bring that shoulder back and reach back as if you want to grab the foot. If you can grab the foot, see if you can grab it gently, and then kicking that foot into your hand, shoulder rolls back, open up the heart forward, breathing in. The action of your leg helps open up the front body. Use your leg, one more breath, and then lengthening the leg, lengthening the arm, scoop the belly up, support. And slowly hand comes down and leg comes down underneath you. Round the back. And slowly release. Good. Push-ups, one more set. So remember, we want to really work the wrapping in of the elbows, gliding in towards your side ribs, squeezing those shoulder blades together, but support your back through your core. Okay? So aim your breastbone to the floor. When you can, bend, wrap it in, squeeze, come down, press up. Wrap it in. Come down, press the palms, press the finger pads into the floor, push up. Wrap it in. Slowly. You don't have to go too low if you can't. You can stop here and come up. We're going down now to hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly press up. Full plank or kneeling plank, getting into the core activation with extension. Right leg pushes back this time. Push the heel back, scoop up the belly. Push into your hands to separate your shoulder blades. When you feel lifted, supported, take the other leg back. Inhale, pull hands to feet, feet to hands, scoop up through your center. Exhale, reach the chest forward, heels back, hips towards the floor, and come up with the chest between your arms. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Woo. Come to center. Knees down, elbows on the ground. One more forearm plank. Shoulders pull back. Lengthen your legs if you can. If not, you're in a kneeling forearm plank. And same thing. Pull the elbows into your knees, knees into your elbows. Scoop up through your core to then release hips to the floor. Pull your chest up. And again, pull in to release out. One more. Pull in to release out to stay in sphinx. Pushing the forearms into the floor. Pull the mat towards you. Lift the chest up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now we're going to release the neck. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bring chin to chest. And release the back of the neck in. Inhale, look up. Exhale, down. Let's do one more. And down. To come all the way down. Forehead on your hands. Good. So one full bow now. For those of you who find catching the feet difficult, I'm going to ask you to just maybe do one more cobra like this. Keeping the pelvis on the floor, wrap those elbows in, chest forward. Those of you who want to come to full bow, you're bending both knees, heels towards your bum, chest reaching forward, reaching the hands back, catch the 2 feet. If you can, grab feet or ankles. If you're grabbing the ankles, flex the feet and kick your shins backwards, feet up to the ceiling to slowly pick your chest up away from the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale. With control, release the legs. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders, toes on the ground. Press into the knees, scoop up the core, and child's pose. You can open the knees here now, feet together, sit back on the feet, and reach the finger pads on the floor and lengthen. Coming up, all fours. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders one more time. We're going to bring that right knee to nose round the back, and now scoop that foot forward to your low lunge. Reaching the hips forward, walking the hands up above the head, inhale. Exhale. Now circling the hands behind you, lace the fingers again together behind your hips. Again, you can use your belt here if you want to. You're going to reach your knuckles down towards the calf, lifting the heart up. Hips go forward if you have the capacity. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. If you want to work a little harder here, you can tuck your toes under at the back and lift your back thigh up towards your knuckles, pushing the heel back. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Lift. Breathing out. One more. And down, slowly knee to the floor. Circling the hands up over the head. Breathe in. To come down, breathe out. We're going to switch legs. Good. So left knee towards nose, rounding the back. Inhale, tuck the head in. Pulling that left foot forward between your hands. Walk yourself up and take the hands all the way up over your head. Open up the front to circle the hands to the back. Exhale, lacing the hands or grabbing your belt. Inhale, wrap the shoulder blades together, knuckles towards your calf. Exhale, dive the pelvis forward. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale. Again, more advanced. Tuck the toes under behind you. This is optional again. You can push up into that back leg, thigh towards your knuckles, heel back, and lift up out of your solar plexus. Lift up out of your waist. One more breath. To slowly come down, knee to the floor, soften your foot, circling the hands up over your head. Inhale, exhale, hands down. Bringing the foot back. Rounding the back for one cat stretch just to release that. Tuck that head in and slowly center. Well done. Now you're going to come to a seated position with the knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Now we want to just get that spine rolling for a moment because the spine and articulation, especially of your mid-back, really dictates the liberty of your diaphragm, right? And lower rib cage, solar plexus area. So that mid-back needs to be free. So we're going to reach the hands forward, press up through your spine, and then with the feet staying flat, curl into a ball. So tucking the head in, scoop that pelvis under, reach the hands forward, and slowly make your way down towards the floor with your sacrum low back. Go only as far as you can keep your feet flat on the floor, to then come forward and sit tall. We go again. Exhale, curl into a ball. Now you can do this sitting in a chair. If you find that sitting on the floor in this position is too much, please sit in a chair on the front edge of your chair and roll your back backwards towards the backrest of the chair to roll forward and up again. So join us for 5 more in a chair on the floor, coming forward, and 4, and 3. So we're exhaling back, continue exhaling, and then inhale to lengthen up. 2, little deeper. Ooh, that was a cheat for me. See, I cheat too. And then making your way all the way down on the floor. So if you're on a chair now, please come down to lie down on your back on your mat. Beautiful. Scooch in. Get the heels close to your bum. If you have knee problems here, please take your feet as wide as the mat. Okay, so that way you have some room in the hips and in the knees to then lift the pelvis for bridge. So hands come down by your side. Wrap the arms in and under a little bit, and then scoop the tail in, tuck, curl into a pelvic tilt to then roll the hips up towards the ceiling. I'm going to wrap my shoulders in and under a little more. If you can, you're either pressing your palms into the floor or lacing the hands together behind you to push the fist into the floor, wrapping those shoulder blades more together if they've come apart, and then pressing the heels into the ground. Inhale, inflate the belly, and inflate your solar plexus. Exhale, pull it all in. So we're pumping for 10. Squeeze. Open. Squeeze. Open. 4 more. One more. Unlace the hands. Inhale. As you exhale, soften your breastbone. Roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. And now we're going to curl into a ball just to close down the solar plexus and sort of give it a hug. Curl into a ball. Breathe now more into your back. So you're trying to send the air into the mat. To then slowly roll down, lengthening the back of your neck on the mat. Well done. Bringing the feet to the floor. Your hands now go underneath your pelvis. Wrap the elbows in underneath you. More advanced, straighten your legs. You're going to press your elbows into the floor to pop your breastbone up. So quite powerfully, push down to pop up. Inhale, exhale here. More advanced, push up so much if you have the mobility in your spine to float the head off the floor. Press, inhale. Look back. Top of the head meets the floor. Open your throat, because throat is literally connected to your diaphragm. And breathe. Your throat and neck are literally connected with ligaments to your heart. You want to open that up. Breathe. Squeeze your shoulder blades in your back. Lift your heart to the sky. To slowly now push into your elbows, take the head off. Chin in, roll down. Sliding your hands out from underneath your pelvis. We're going to curl into a ball again just to compensate. And then coming to a lie down with the knees together, open up the arms to the side. If you want, you can put the feet down here to twist now both knees to the right. So optional, knees to your chest. You're in a curled up ball to get there. Turn the head to the left if that's comfortable for you. One more breath. Scoop the belly muscles in, roll back to go to the other side. Knees over to the left. Really try and settle the the right shoulder blade on the ground. Eyes turn to the right if you can. Breathing in, breathing out. Curling into a ball, pull the abs in to come back to center. And now just put the soles of the feet together, knees apart. Drop the arms and just rock the hips from side to side to let all the tension out of the pelvis, out of the hips, out of the belly. Settling the breathing down. You should feel a lot of heat and circulation through the shoulders, the clavicles, the upper chest, the ribs. And see if you can breathe a little bit more freely through that solar plexus. Settling the legs down, you can slide the legs away for Shavasana. After a workout like that, you really want to take the time. This is probably the most important part of the class, to really settle down the body. The solar plexus can be quite an emotional center, quite painful, can make you nauseous. We have the nerves that really feed the digestive system. right? So taking your time to settle back down. Bringing your breath now to a natural rhythm. Really letting your body get heavier into the floor. Ground yourself. And when you're ready, you can either come up with me to turn onto your right side. So you might want to just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, get some movement back into your system first, and then turn onto your right side to then push yourself up slowly. Or you can stay in that Shavasana a little longer. Crossing the legs if that's comfortable for you, or kneeling or sitting in a chair. So we're going to do one Om together. You can either rest your hands, palms up on your knees, or one palm in the other on your lap. Nice long spine. Catch your breath. You're going to take a nice big inhale and exhale first once, to then next breath we'll do the Om. And really get into your Om. It's a A-U-M sound. And when you get to the U, you want to feel the sort of resonation of the vibration, of the frequency in the heart center. So we'll take our time. Inhale. Just exhale. To then long inhale, ready for Om. Hands to your heart. Be in contact with that center that you've just worked today. Bring gratitude, be thankful, appreciation for taking the time to restore this area, bring it back to a nice open heart area. And I send my love to you. Namaste.